everyone, what's up? In this video, I'm gonna be continuing my reading of Wolverine versus Predator. And we are here now at part 3. And things are not looking good for Wolverine. Oh, and now he has a samurai sword. That's not how things were going. Where did he got this sword? Yeah, last time I saw Wolverine, he was going like underwater. He was like drowning. And not just, he was having to worry about a rock just going over him, but also about a predator that is just like swimming through the water going after him. Yeah, really bad situation for Wolverine here. I'm trapped under 2 tons of rubble at the bottom of a river, and he thinks he got me. But I know something he doesn't. Hunting is elemental. You know, at this point, despite being I'm a Predator fan, I'm not really like a big Wolverine fan, but since the Wolverine has been getting wrecked pretty much like through the whole comic, I think for the most of part, I'm kind of hoping that he gets the upper hand at the end, which at the end, you know, because I think that's gonna be the case. Because he's like the hero. The Predator in this situation is clearly the bad guy, especially this Predator here. He's really a hardcore Predator for sure. He's not like the deep-ship Predators that sometimes we see in some other comics. You study dirt for tracks and spore. You stay downwind. You note what's growing or hatching or breeding. Oh, he's using his claws to what? Cut himself out? Oh no, he's cutting himself. Not to escape, but to use the blood. You know where to find water and shelter. It's not about the gear. Is it like using the blood so the predator cannot see him well in the water? So like the blood's gonna like make like a mist, which is gonna cover him. Huh. Not about the gear. You ever come across those trophy hunters to drop 20 grand to kill a grizzly or a lion with their laser sights and multi-caliber sniper rifles? You know they don't really know what they're doing. The fancier the attack, the cooker you get, and the more detached you are from the musk and the blood of the thing you want that. Which is kind of like a good reference to what the predators do, because they could just like use plasma the entire hunt, and they do that like at first, because otherwise if they are outnumbered they're probably gonna die if they come in close. But at one point they like to come in close, because like it's just too easy, it's not the same feeling. In the right hands the same job could be done with a simple blade. For 3. Okay, so his strategy here was to use his blood as a way to like to cover himself and to just like make the predator like not be able to see him, and just so he can escape. Wolverine's strategy seems to be always about escaping, pretty much. Like he's always just like try to avoid the predator, just run away. And at one point the predator probably gets tired because the Wolverine just recovers, and Wolverine gets damaged, he recovers, he goes away, and Predator loses track of him because there's nothing the Predator can do to really kill him. Adamantium density scan, Weapon X facility in the past. Or a flashback. I don't remember much about my time with Weapon X flashes like a short-circuiting TV plugged into my eyes. My body and my mind did not belong to me. They had zeroed me out. Oh, the Predator is cutting him open, what the fuck? And filled me with adamantium. Okay, so this was the first moment. This was like the surgery where he got adamantium. Okay, because the first encounter where he was with his Sting Axe, it was before he had that. So the first encounter he still did not have that. The Predator like was able to notice this. They filled me with adamantium, so that I was nothing more than a blade shred in mid. And the Predator is like, okay, this is new. This might make my work a little bit harder. I had no moral code and had no intelligent thought. I only knew how to hurt. So the Oucha had found me at my most dangerous. So yeah, now the Wolverine is gonna be harder to fight. I mean, with his regeneration, the Predator was already having trouble being able to just to attack him and just to be able to kill him. But now with Adamantium, like now he can really hurt the Predator, because I don't think that Adamantium is probably like just as hard as Predator blades, and it's probably gonna be hurting more for the Predator to get stabbed by claws of adamantium than claws of just bone. And that's my most vulnerable, huh? This hunt began for simple reasons. I was a challenging prey. Then things grew more complicated as he was driven by pride. Yeah, because I think the Predator got offended. They're like, I can't kill this guy. There is nothing I can do to kill this guy. And he just keeps getting away. So the Predator's like, I'm getting pissed. Like, you're just pissing me off, dude. Like, you just need to die. And it never took me so long to kill someone before. And he's throwing this is like the acid thing. This is like this acid thing that he used on a human and just melted human. So, what the? Now he just melting the Wolverine. What the fuck? Oh! So, because the Wolverine wasn't dying, or maybe maybe he made this thing, like this thing was specifically made for Wolverine because like his normal weapons are not working against the Wolverine, so he just made this acid thing, like this little thing that it just melts the person. I mean, I think that before he had adamantium, I think if he just got shot with a plasma bolt in his head, I think he would have died. But I mean, because if you blow his head off, I don't think can the Wolverine regrow his head. I don't know, but still, like this feels like desperate. Like the Predator's like desperate. How do I kill this guy? I'm just gonna make this acid thing that can just melt his entire body. But that day in the Weapon X lab, I think our story took on a whole other level of meaning. When he understood my skeleton was leveling adamantium, but like he knew this was gonna happen because it feels like it was a surprise. He just got here and found him like this, or like he knew it and that's why he brought this green acid thing. So just threw this thing on the Wolverine's mouth and it just melting it. Like it's just gonna. I became the ultimate trophy. Like yeah, the Predator's like he's like looking at this like he's like a cake. He's like a kid looking to a birthday cake. He's like so like happy to see. Oh, look at skull, and it is shiny and like it's like a, you know, it's like the most precious thing. Like my precious, like fucking Smeagol, Gollum looking at the ring from Lord of the Rings, and wow, yeah, he's like. But like he's just melting his Wolverine skin off. Like there's just gonna be bone. I mean, not really bones. It's not really bones anymore. It's the adamantium. So like at one point there's only gonna be adamantium if he just keeps melting Wolverine like that. What little I know of this time, I have learned by playing detective, patching together survivability footage. Oh, so he's like trying to remind what happened in this moment. Oh, he's not completely melted. He's just naked. But still, like the thing melted his face off. So the Predator captured the body, he recorded phone calls, mission reports. So he brought the guy here. I thought he'll bring just the head, but maybe he cannot like detach the head from the neck, like he just can't like rip the adamantium off, you know, from the body. Maybe. If the government is good at anything, it's stacking up reams of bureaucratic records. And there are some things beyond their reach and reckoning, huh? So we're in the Predator's trophy room. And I mean, he's like, okay, now where am I gonna place this guy's head, this guy's skull, you know? Oh, he's using the little things that they usually use to clean up trophies. We're both in a bad way, but things were about to get much worse. Weapon X was a joint project of US and Canadian governments. You might have been a shadow organization, but when you have got billions of dollars stuck into a project, when you are a war machine employed by a geopolitical theater, a breach of security is a global emergency. They didn't know who the ouch. Oh, so like the government, everybody's gonna be like, okay, like we have to bring Wolverine back because like the Predator just took it too far now. Like it's like he's just pissing off not just about the Wolverine, but like the whole government is involved with making Wolverine like super weapon. So like they want Wolverine back, so they'll not let the Predator just capture him like this. But he did royally pissing off. Yeah, that's like the limit. Like this Predator alone managed to piss off 2 entire countries. Now he has to deal with like 2 entire countries coming after him. Keep those birds alert, but do not otherwise engage unless the boogie flies. The boogie is not responding to our hails. But we just gave him a wake-up call with a hard point. Please advise over. This is control. We're scrambling a ground crew. We believe there's acid on board worth more than a fleet of F-16s. I don't know what the hell kind of vessel this is. Oh, I mean, I don't think humans can do much against a Predator ship. I mean, if the Predator was like not in a ship, just deal with a Predator, one single Predator, they can do it like an entire army. That's one thing. But a Predator ship, like the technology out there, what it can do, yeah, it's just gonna destroy all human ships. Like you need like an entire fleet of ships to be able to do something against a Predator ship. Because they are really overpowered. If the Predators want to just destroy like whole countries with their ships, they could do it, but it's going to be kind of boring for them. We lost Weathers, I repeat, Weathers is down. Please control the Predator device on its flight path so we can arrange an intercept. Is it head the east, north, northeast, Russian or Chinese operation? I mean, at this point, I don't think what it is much important for you guys. You guys just need to find a way to not die by this. He's headed for the moon. Fire at will. Rage. Oh, so now this is the opportunity where the Wolverine can use to escape because the Predator is busy having to deal with the ships that are trying to bring him down. That was my default emotion. Berserker Rage. So now he's just regenerating his head. Target hit, but it's not enough. Turning back at 7. 70000 feet. Mission report says the whole heaven wasn't breached by a missile strike. So like Wolverine is like getting used to his adamantium claws, and he just like he's just breaking through the ship, like, because I'm sure. I mean, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with the adamantium being able to destroy the Predator ship, like walls and stuff. So I can only assume I was to blame for it. The blast probably provoked me, like a stone shrinking a hornet's nest. Also, damn it. He just like, he's on space, and he just cutting the ship open, and he's just gonna get out, like he's just gonna get blew out of space. The blast probably provoked me. Like, okay, I would have been ripped off the ship and into the void. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He just ripping himself from the ship in space. He's just gonna go into the vacuum, you know, like an alien. But he just go back to the atmosphere. Yeah, the boogie is off right out of sight. I believe it's left the atmosphere. But I got eyes on something. What is it? I can say it except it came. So Wolverine was lucky here. He just went to the vacuum, but he managed to go back to Earth. I like this like space stuff. Like he just like going off space. I'll pass along coordinates of the impact site, but whatever it is, there's not going to be much left. Yeah, the Wolverine is like, he's just adamantium. There's like no flesh because he's gonna be burned while going down to back to Earth, you know. Yeah, this was really painful. Imagine, like, because I'm pretty sure Wolverine can feel all this shit. All the pain of getting burned, like, out of the atmosphere back to Earth, to the ground. You know, just having the feeling of having your whole skin burn off and just being left with, like, his skeleton. I can understand, like, at this point, Wolverine must be so pissed of all the pain that he gotten because of the Predator. Whatever weapons Professor Thornton built in this world would not compare to the horrifying advancements of space. Oh, the mask got down. I don't remember who is this Professor Thornton. Was this the guy? No, this. I don't think that's like the old guy from the movie where he's the one that did the experiment on Wolverine. I don't remember, but he looked different. I mean, Wolverine is just like a skeleton at this point. Yeah, but the Predator should have like another mask anyway. Brushing up against one weapon helped him improve on another. So Wolverine is like back to being trained in those stations and stuff 1 week ago. Now he's, I think, considered the universe, he's now with the X-Men. Been a lot of time trying to figure out my broken history. My skin might be clean of injury, but my brain is a gamut mass of scar tissue from mind wipes and memory plants. Because, I mean, there is the whole memory wipe from the Wolverine storyline. So he doesn't remember even like most of the stuff with the Predator. He doesn't even remember. The Predator remembers, but he doesn't even know why this Predator is trying to go after him so much. Sometimes I go back to places I have remembered or forgot entirely to try to just lose some trust. That includes the ruins of the weapon X lab. In a lead-lined vault, in a lead-lined container, I found this. I mean, this actually can be bad because the Predator might have a way to track this mask, so he's gonna be able to track Wolverine easier. I figured if I unshelled it would be only a matter of time he could come. Yeah, so he's using it to be able to attract the Predator and finish this. And this time I would set the terms of our engagement. We would end this hunt where it began, in the wild north, where the only law is that of tooth and claw. And now he's in Japan. Oh, no, another flashback. So all the moments in storyline of Wolverine, when he was with the Team X, when he got captured to get the adamantium. Back when he went to Japan with, I think that's the Silver Samurai plot. During all these moments, he had to deal with the Predator. I have never known peace. So like now, even in Japan, like you cannot escape the Predator. Even if you go to the whole other side of the world, he's gonna chase after you. I mean, this Predator, he's surely obsessed. In Japan, I got right to the edge of it. Maybe it sounds like a bunch of hippie nonsense, but I never felt as much as connection between my mind and body and the earth as when I studied under the madness swordsmith Muramasa. Muramasa was known as the greatest swordsmith in the world. His method was based on constant refinement. I mean, Wolverine could have like a adamantium katana to fight the Predator. That would be much cooler to watch than a Hanzo in Predator's movie, you know? Because, I mean, we're not just a guy that knows how to fight like a samurai, but he's a super mutant with adamantium, has bones, and his super regeneration. Now that would be really like a challenge for the Predator. Japanese steel tamahagane is heated and purified and forged, and cooked and cured and polished. Huh. A process that limited impossible patience. To him, I was 4. This guy also a mutant because to be able to keep up with Wolverine, and Wolverine is supposed to be like... not. I think he's supposed to have super speed and human strength, right? It might take years to remove all the impurities and bursts and warped edges. But he believed it would be worth it. He believed that one day I would become his greatest sword. But that one day was a long way off. You're good, Wolverine, but you're not the best there is. Not until you can be this old, man. I mean, Wolverine is also old as fuck. If you know, I mean, he's probably older than you, dude. Even if he doesn't look like it. But only because you don't let me use my claws. When the day comes, you can bash me with sword alone. You'll be able to fight 10 or 100 men, and you have been my student for a long time. Longer, son. But today we fight together. Oh, and now the Predator just... Is this another one? I had changes several times over since the first time we met. And the Ultra had adapted as well. What? So he lost the mask and he's using a bone mask. Oh, this is like... It feels like they're really inspired by the Pharaoh. Like, they really took some inspiration for the Pharaoh. I can see, like, elements from Prey here. Now he has, like, the bone mask. This one looks actually cooler. This one actually looks cooler than the... I like this one more than the Pharaoh one, you know? Like, he has the eye sockets, you know? He has the laser here. So he's, like, adapted by using a bone. So the Predator didn't leave Earth. Oh, he went back. I mean, his ship went left Earth. But the way that he looks here, it looks like he was, like, stranded on Earth. And he had to adapt. Like, because he's saying the Ultra had adapted. So, like, the Predator stayed stranded on Earth. And he had to be, like... had to look for Wolverine for all these years. But from what we saw before in the last flashback, the Predator was able to escape Earth with his ship. Maybe he came back and just stayed here like for years. Oh, to be continued already? Damn, it's already over, this one. This one was fast. But I think this might... I mean, it's not the final showdown yet. Because I assume that the Predator might kill this guy here. The samurai. And maybe Predator's gonna... I don't know. I think Wolverine is gonna escape again. Or maybe they're gonna get close to killing him. And then we're gonna go back to the final fight against the Predator, which is gonna be in the modern time where... Yeah, it's this one where Wolverine is using his like signature costume. But here, I mean, I'm excited to know like how the fight against the Predator and these two are gonna go for sure.